These are homes where, in the absence of any available fossil fuels, these homes would sustain a habitable living environment. It's 9 dwellings that are fossil fuel free in operation. The intention is to see the households operate in what is called post-hydrocarbon ready environment. Dr. Chris Parsons had the idea to take 10 acres out of agriculture, return it to woodland, pasture and flower meadows, and provide 9 fossil fuel free homes for the local community. We're in unit number 1. It's a 2-bedroom dwelling. We're presently stood in the inner room. This is the open plan kitchen dining area with the south facing sunroom straight ahead of us, and behind us we've just walked in the north entrance through the utility room. The most important thing about these buildings are their orientation. So as we look straight ahead, we've got the sun pouring in through large story glass fenestration into the sunroom, bringing heat into the building. It's a high thermal mass building, so the concrete floor, the concrete walls and roof are conducting that heat, storing it and re-emitting it back into the building at times when the temperature outside is lower than inside. 300 millimetres of insulation above the roof. We have 230 millimetres on the outside walls and a further 300 millimetres underneath the floor. That level of insulation has produced an exceptionally well insulated building. By virtue of solar gain, so that's heat from the sun, human occupation, the heat we all generate, and then the supplementary heat, cooking, fridges, freezers, laptops, TVs, the 3 heat sources are sufficient heat in this type of building to sustain an ambient air temperature of around about 22, 23 degrees centigrade. In addition to that, we've got 187 solar panels on the 9 roofs, 60 kilowatt peak, producing around about 50,000 kilowatt hours of energy a year. Now looking at an advanced CGI image, one produced from a drone image showing the 10 acres that have been taken out of agriculture. They were once part and parcel of this field. You can see the footpath running across diagonally. That's a public footpath in use. And here you can see the 9 dwellings with the access and the private drive.
Low carbon housing is clearly the way that we need to head. Interestingly, the project we saw today, they had to put a lot of effort into taking it through planning consent, taking it actually up to High Court to get a precedent that this housing was different. It wasn't run-of-the-mill housing, it was exceptional housing. We're giving a lot of advice to members. We're talking to government departments, talking to civil servants to try and get the National Planning Policies Framework to better recognise what we need in rural areas.